So we're going to tell you 5 tips you should know before your stream. These are going to help you so much, and it's going to launch you into a successful streaming career. How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to the Streamloots channel. I'm your host, TheKing, and I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Today, we are going to be telling you guys about 5 things that you should know before you start streaming. These are tips that I wish that I knew when I just started out, and things that I tell people as tips when they start out streaming. We're going to be pretty straightforward and honest with these tips as well. They are definitely going to help you, so stay tuned and listen to all of them. And don't forget, the Discord for Streamloots is open. You guys are more than welcome to join on in, where you'll find a bunch of different content creators just like yourself, sharing a lot of information not only on streaming, but on Streamloots as well, and just their general knowledge. It is free to join. The link will be down in the description below, so please come on out. We'd love to have you over there. So let's jump on into some of these tips that we're talking about. The first one on the list is don't jump into streaming expecting quick growth or quick revenue. This is the harsh reality of streaming. When you're jumping into it, there is a lot of grind that you need to put into it. There's a small chance that, yes, you can start streaming and immediately be successful with it, but that's really, really rare. It's like hitting the streaming lottery. Instead, all of your favorite content creators that you probably watch have put thousands of hours into their craft to make sure everything is beautiful and correct about their stream. So don't go with the ideology of making quick money or becoming a very quick successful streamer. It takes a lot of time and dedication. With that in mind, you really need to ask yourself, is this what you really want to do? Do you have a passion for streaming rather than looking for monetary gain or whatever the case may be? You're going to have to be ready to put the work into streaming, and we have all of the right videos to guide you towards that as well. So if you really are ready to do that, you can move on to the following tips. Alrighty, so the next thing on the list is that it's better to be prepared when you start streaming. You don't just want to jump into it and just wing it, being like, all right, this is my first day streaming. Let me just plug it in and hope everything works. You want to be prepared. Educate yourself on the subject. There's tons of videos that you guys can watch, and the Streamloots channel features a lot of those videos that will help you get started with it, everything. Being prepared almost guarantees you having a successful stream. I see a lot of people that pretty much jump into streaming. They make some common mistakes, and these can all be avoided if you just did a little bit of research. So it's really good to be prepared. It's like going into basically a test. You want to know what the questions are going to be and be well prepared, so when you're tackled with these issues, you'll know exactly what to do. As I mentioned, the Streamloots channel has tons of videos that I highly encourage you guys to check out. It'll guide you through everything, talk about some mistakes that you could be making, how to animate your emotes, how to get everything set up. I highly recommend taking a look at all of them because they'll help you quite a lot. If you're really passionate for streaming, and again, this is what you really want to do, it should be no issue taking a look at a few videos here and there to educate yourself on the matter, setting up your OBS, making sure everything goes well, figuring out your bitrate, how to use bots in your chat, how to get your moderation settings correct, make sure everything is running nice and smooth with all of the equipment that you currently have. Again, you don't need the best of the best equipment to stream. You don't need a fancy camera. You don't need a great microphone. You can have the bare minimum when it comes to equipment. As long as you have a game plan and you know what you're getting yourself into, you can slowly make those improvements throughout, but it's good to know exactly where your headspace is at and where your starting point is. And with that being said, that brings us to our next point of planning ahead and having a good work ethic. This kind of combines with the first thing that we spoke about. When you're streaming, it is not an easy job whatsoever. There's a lot of time and dedication that is required to go into this, and you need to be prepared to do so. When you stream, you need to have an accurate schedule, time for networking, time for expanding your knowledge on everything. So make sure that you're ready to jump into something and devote time to that. You need to make sure you have a good work ethic as well to continue to learn to improve your stream and the time itself to put into streaming. At most, when you're just starting out, you would want to stream maybe 2 to 3 hours a day, nothing more, because it will be excessive, and you can use that time to be productive in other categories, such as making other content for other platforms or networking with other content creators to help grow your stream. And as you start getting into everything, getting more viewers, you start getting to 5, 10, 15 viewers, you then start to do longer streams. You need to make sure that you can set a time schedule that works perfectly with your everyday life, whether you're working or you're going to school, whatever the case may be. Make sure you have a nice set in stone time that you can dedicate to streaming, where that is going to be your sole focus, and prepare to work pretty hard for everything. Again, this is a pretty fun grind if this is truly your passion and what you really want to do. It's the truth about it. Realistically, there's a lot of time and patience that is required, and if you truly want to do this, it should be fun and you should be able to pass that with ease. Now, we spoke about your equipment itself, and this is pretty much the next tip. Don't be discouraged if you don't have the best equipment. As long as you're well prepared when it comes down to how your stream is going to look and operate, you should be fine. A lot of people try to get every piece of equipment before they start streaming, but that's all textbook. It's not actual experience with streaming. So you can have the most beautiful equipment, but when you start streaming, you can have a million different technical difficulties because you never had the experience of streaming. You don't need to have the best camera, the best microphone, the best lighting, the best monitors, keyboards, stream decks, all of these cool things that all the streamers have in order to start a successful stream. Most streamers actually start off from a headset microphone and they just play on their regular computer. The stream might be a little bit laggy, but they are really dedicated to it. I have a lot of friends that have started out like that, including myself, where I didn't have the best equipment, and throughout time, you slowly upgrade everything. So don't let that discourage you. Don't make that be a boulder in your way for you not wanting to stream because you don't have the most fancy equipment. Take that jump, take that leap of faith, and just have a game plan when it comes down to everything, and everything will be successful. And finally, the last thing, and probably the most important thing, is that there are endless possibilities when it comes down to streaming. You can be endlessly creative. Streaming has a spot for everybody. Everybody can stream something that they're good at. There's streamers that play different types of video games, and that's the mass of the people that are probably watching this video. You can stream whatever game you're good and passionate at, whether that's Call of Duty, Dead by Daylight, Sea of Thieves. It doesn't really matter. As long as you have a passion for it, you can stream it. There's been so many IRL streamers that literally walk about and go about their day, going to the grocery store, maybe going to the gym, maybe even going fishing. There's been people that have painted and show off their artwork and their entire process. There's always room for everybody to join on in, no matter what you're doing. So if you have been ever debating about streaming, there is a place for you in the streaming community. So jump on into it. But my friends, those are pretty much some of the tips that I wish that I knew when I jumped into streaming, and those are some of the tips that you now know before jumping into streaming. Having that work ethic, having game plans, not being discouraged by the equipment you have, and knowing that there is a spot for you no matter what category you're in. I hope this video helps, and let me know if you have any questions or concerns in the comments down below, and let me know if any of these tips helped you and if you're going to be applying any of them. I wish you good luck on your streaming career, and it's going to be a start of something absolutely fantastic, or if you've already started, you have good things coming your way. But that is going to do it for us on the Streamloots channel. We'll see you guys next time, and take care.